as eloquent as some of you, but I have been in this college for 18 years. I am a former student also of this college. I am proud to say that I work for City in Islington. However, they have told me now I'm not a maths lecturer, I'm not a lead tutor, I'm a nobody. After 18 years in this college, they are now saying, but it's not just about me, it's about every single one of us who is up for redundancy. We have to fight back. We have to show people of this area that they are people like us who are teaching people like you. We have an appetite to work with these people. I didn't come in education to become rich. If I wanted to become rich, this wouldn't be my first choice job. I have stayed here for 18 years. You could do less for murder in some places. However, I believe in my students. I believe in what we do. I believe in the comrade we have together, how we work together. It's all about solidarity, everybody, and we have to fight this one. Listen, your ballot papers are coming through. You have to vote yes. My ballot paper's already in, and on the way home, it will say yes. Keep the fight up, everybody.
To the students that they serve. We were just stood before everybody turned up, and I don't know if it was your students, like, hi sir, hi. You do an important job, and that has not been more evident than during this pandemic. What you have been asking for is the bare minimum of dignity in your workplace. A sustainable workload so you have meaningful time with your students, not having the indignity of being micromanaged or monitored. These are not big things to be asking for, and what does your management do in response? They issue redundancy notices to try and threaten staff into kowtowing to not demanding the bare minimum. You're not going to have it. Your students know that this is rubbish. The community knows that this is rubbish, and you are doing the exact right thing in telling them to think again. It's great to see so many people here. It's great to have so many friends here and send a really powerful message to the board upstairs, who could not be more detached from what you do day to day, could not be more detached or literally look quite detached from the community that this college is in, or indeed the needs of the students.
Got right past my house, so I couldn't miss the fact you're walking down the road. You did a great chat all down the Seven Sisters Road. I was worried for the traffic. And thank you, Joe, for what you just said and the way you lead the UCU union, because it's an absolute pleasure to work with you and the union. I'm here to support you because I'm worried about the future, worried about the teaching our young people will get, and I'm worried about the lack of respect for your commitment to education, your commitment to the students that you teach. This college is enormous, as we all know. This college provides the opportunity and hope for many young people, some of whom haven't done as well as they might have done in school, many have all kinds of problems, many returning to education. A college has to be there for all people, all the time. That is what I want to see, inclusive, further and higher education. So it's always been my pleasure to work with all of you on all of these campaigns. But I think as college teachers, you're very badly treated, you're on short-term contracts. Because of the work you do, you need to know that there's some certainty in your jobs. But endless short-term contracts, term time only contracts, lots of different contracts, makes your situation precarious, makes your commitment to any workplace much more difficult, and also makes organising the union much more difficult. I've come from a background of trade union organisation. I was an organiser for the National Union of Public Employees before I became an MP a long time ago. I used to come in this college, and at that time I was asking for the equivalence of my members in Newquay to have permanent contracts in catering and in cleaning on the same basis that in those days most college lecturers had. Now, college lecturers are on as bad or worse conditions than those people on 0 hours contracts as cleaners, security or anything else. And so it is about campaigning for safety and justice at work. The corona crisis has shown us a number of things. It's shown the worst and the best of our society. The worst has been the corrupt contracts, the greed, the billions handed over to Serco and others that have failed to do track and trace, the incompetence of the government that's left people vulnerable and caused a very large number of wholly unnecessary deaths. And the profiteering that's been made out of corona in this country and globally matches the reduction in the living standards of the majority and the poorest of the population. There's been a direct transfer from the very poorest to the very richest globally as well as nationally. Boris Johnson is absolutely part of that particular process. So post-COVID, don't make them, or don't allow them to make us pay for the crisis of their making. Redistribute power, redistribute wealth, guarantee working conditions, increase wages, increase minimum wages, and above all, recognise that young people need some hopes and some certainties. The mental health crisis they're facing at the moment. Lockdown is fine if you've got a nice detached house in the suburbs with a nice garden, you've each got your own room, you've got plenty of computers, you've got good internet access. It's not that bad to be working at home. But if you're a 15-year-old fighting for the family computer with 3 or 4 siblings in a one-bedroom flat with poor internet access, you're being told you can't go outside for very long at a time, you're going to go through stress and you're going to underachieve in school and college. Those are the students I'm worried about. Those are the school students I'm worried about because I want them to do better. And I'll finish on this, George, I can see you hovering. That £50 doesn't cut it for me on catch-up money when other countries are managing £5,000. £50 doesn't cut it, it's less than